Amazing. Do this thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But easy now, I'm bulletproof, so words can never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But easy now, I'm bulletproof, your words can never hurt me. Look.
Live. We good? All right, cool. I just want to, real quick, shout out to Miss White's goodies. Got some goodies, Miss White.
Bitch, set your ass down.
Yeah, showing up. Oh, now he fucking up the whole thing.
What camera? That ain't red. What a red? What a red?
Oh.
See that?
That's the crème brûlée.
That's a crème brûlée right
How you say crème brûlée in Haitian?
Crème brûlée.
You are a bad Haitian. Go away.
I wanted the accent. I wanted crème brûlée.
Crème
Crème brûlée.
Crème brûlée. Brûlée. Crème.
Son, you know what I
what we're
haven't?
talking
I haven't
about
had Haitian food in a minute, son. I haven't had soup jumon in a minute. I haven't had bouillon. Oh my! You know what?
Depending, what you doing Friday?
What we doing on Friday?
Depending on how the vibes are.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be a dinner rehearsal. Depending on how the vibes are.
Wow, that sounds mad toxic.
What?
Depending on how the vibes are.
I'm not sure if it's gonna be open-ended vibes or closed-up vibes. Damn,
Well,
huh?
it's a rehearsal dinner. Why would it be open to the public?
Cause I'm family. I'm Big Reese.
Have you not met Danny?
Danny fuck with me.
Danny's always open for the
Tell
turn.
Danny I'm gonna bring the hooks. I'm gonna pull
hooks.
out. I'm gonna bring the hookah. I'm gonna set it up in the back. Send me my play back there. I set it away.
You gonna bring your speaker too? You gonna be DJ? DJ Dons on the ones
It's not
and
on.
twos?
We're not on vacation, so I'm not gonna do it. How's the crème brûlée?
Got a little crunch there. Like the texture. Nice addition of fruit. She was throwing the fruit on me. Pause. I'm like, I'm good. But I'm happy to have the blueberries on there.
Because you're a healthy nigga.
Blueberries on there. The brûlée cream is nice and crunchy.
Say that again. Not with your mouth full.
Pause. Hey yo.
Mouthful of cream. Nah,
That sounded mad presidential.
brûlée.
Giving Donald Trump
brûlée
over there.
Cream. It's good. It's good. I like it. I'm enjoying this.
I'm glad. We're all glad. Thank God. God bless the crème brûlée. All right.
Episode
Shit.
26, we got crème brûlée.
Episode 26, crème brûlée episode coming to you.
Is that the name of the episode?
Crème brûlée. That's definitely the name of the episode
Name of
now.
the episode. Damn, taking my stripper name away from me.
Yes, give me.
Yeah. It's fine.
Don, you want now?
Oh, no, please don't. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Hans, you want yours? Why don't you sitting on yours? Pause.
Damn, it's called professionalism, not eating on the mic, bruh.
It's turning into a food podcast.
I know.
Really quick. We do a taste test and everything, huh?
To be fair, it was always a food podcast. First story was about Jerry stealing all the food.
That is true. We've come a long way since then. I thought we did. Now we're regressing.
Jerry Two Plates is back at it again.
You got to remain consistent, guys. All right? Once you build the character, you got to remain true to that character.
And it's not a character. It's your real life.
You got any more criticisms?
Exactly.
Any more critiques on the creme brulee?
No critiques, only compliments over here.
Hey.
It's nice.
All right, I'm gonna make sure she sends Joy the recipe.
Joy ain't making no goddamn creme brulee.
You know, get you a little torch.
No, she actually enjoys into dessert, so, baking and all that.
This yo, I've never seen Jerry this fucking focused in my life. This nigga's laser focused right now.
Nah,
You better be this focused about the topic.
Focused.
The display is equally as nice as a dish. I'm happy.
Yes,
We know. Oh, we know.
This is an experience.
You scooped it up. You took a look and then you're like,
Again, I'm the person that chooses the good meal over the good drink. So
that is true.
Clearly.
Get me a creme brulee with some Henny in it. We could talk.
Is that even possible?
It could be possible. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I mean,
Not anymore.
Anything goes.
I wish me anything ain't possible no more.
You know what? That's kind of true. It's like, tequila is taking over.
Ain't nobody rocking with Henny.
Henny is taking a back seat.
Shit.
Are you saying that?
Henny's taking a back seat. Tequila's really taking over.
Until
For you
you fuck
personally
it
as
up.
well?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I reach for that bottle of tequila when I go to the liquor store now.
Ooh.
A lot more than Henny.
Like Casamigos.
But when I go, no.
What tequila you drink?
Like that Courtney Jenner, Kylie Jenner, one of the Jenner tequilas. That 818 is crazy. The Terramana is crazy. Casamigos crazy. They got to be Reposado though. They got to be dark.
Espolón is crazy.
They got to be dark. Oh no, Espolón is the cheap.
Cheap where?
Everywhere.
Nah.
That Leon is a little nice.
I don't know any of these.
Hans.
I'm sorry.
It's been so long, brother.
The last time you was over at my crib, did you take a drink?
No, you didn't have anything to drink. Sorry.
Espolón. I'm rebuilding my bar. Rebuild slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice if I was invited over, but when I come over, I get kicked out quick. So
It has been slow for our social functions. Even slower than before.
Well, I mean, of course, I don't have kids. I'm single. If it's not a baby shower, a wedding, a baptism, I don't see y'all niggas.
A panel.
Oh, you were invited to the panel. You were busy.
I know. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
A lot's transpired.
Panel Poppy.
Last time we linked, Hot Boy Hoochie Daddy Summer was still in full effect.
Shit.
How are we doing on the entering
First
the
of all,
cuffing
it's a
season?
Hoochie Daddy year.
Yeah,
all
we
right?
done skip fall. We already in winter.
Okay.
It's winter
First
already.
and foremost.
I thought cuffing
First and
season.
foremost. I'm sorry.
No?
Cuffing
Yeah. That's first and foremost. Second of all, listen, we bringing this Hoochie Daddy shit into the winter. The
Hoochie.
sweatpants is out. Sweatshirts is out.
I see you're already
Know
rocking
what I'm
it.
saying?
You got the great,
Know what I'm saying?
diabolical gray sweatpants.
Listen,
The infamous.
wore these sweatpants at Stop and Shop. Groceries half off. What's up? Shorty at the checkout counter know what time it was.
Wow.
She swiped the personal card. Boop. That's a little 50 off. Thanks.
I was about to say a mad plausible joke. I'm at the show.
Let it rip. Let it rip.
Nah,
For
nah,
old
I
time's
can't.
sake, just do
I
it.
can't.
Go,
I
go,
cannot.
go. Oh, you son of a bitch.
I cannot. I already get enough comments about my glizzy comments, so it's all right.
Hey, man, you are a glizzy supporter.
The
It's
joke
fine.
was glizzy related.
Glizzy Daddy summer is over.
It's over. I'm good.
You had too many glizzies.
I'm all glizzied out.
Oh no.
I'm all glizzied out.
Yo, this might be the shortest episode ever because I'm stopping after this. We 5 minutes in.
I don't
I'm out of
know.
here.
I don't know. I think all glizzied out. That's got to be the title now. That's better than creme
That sounds
brulee.
like a Pornhub.
All
I'm
glizzied out.
all glizzied out. That's how.
Nah, that's a commercial.
Give it Bukkake.
Did you know they have commercials now?
Yo.
All glizzied out. Are you all glizzied out? Does life have you glizzied out?
Wow. No, not yet.
They got a pill for that?
There's a pill for that. Do you feel glizzied out? Do you want to know what it feels? Nah, but man, how y'all niggas doing, man? It's a scale of -5 to 5. How y'all niggas doing? Been, how are you today?
-5 to 5. I'm feeling like I'm at a. I think I'm at a. What's even? I'm 0. I'm not good. I'm not bad. I'm just chilling.
Okay.
I'm at a 0. First time ever. I'm at a 0.
I'm happy that it's not negative.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I got good people around me, so it can never. I don't think it can ever be negative. I don't think the people around me will allow it to be negative.
How's the new 9 to 5? How's that for you?
It's boring as fuck.
But are you appreciating the lifestyle that it affords in terms of like time?
No, it's boring as fuck. The hours, like I used to make my own hours, even if it was off the books. I'll make my own hours, but I don't know. It's interesting. The grass not always greener on the other side, but
Grass is always gonna be green where you water it.
it'll help me in the future.
God damn it. With your
I'll be
goddamn
better for it in the
quotes.
future. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning new things though.
Okay.
Yeah, I
good.
just learned what a munch was.
The fuck's a munch?
I heard the line.
Apparently a munch is an individual, a man, who just eats pussy to eat pussy. They don't want nothing else from it.
So he eats and leave?
Eat and run.
Eat and run?
Eat and run.
And where did you learn this from?
Oh, my friend White.
Nah.
So shout out to all the munches making the world a better place, I guess. Right?
Are they making it a better place though? Are they?
I mean,
What about the people who want to munch and beat? Now they just made our lives a lot harder. When I say ours, I mean mine.
Wait, there's people out here that's just out here just straight munching.
Munching.
That's their only purpose is to munch.
Straight lunchable.
So what do they do with the extra time?
Don't know. Netflix, watch a
mean-
movie, a little series. I don't know.
but I would like to hope that Ice Spice would appreciate
That person must have the strongest jaw imaginable.
But like
But
Ice,
how much munching does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop though?
I guess it depends on the
muncher,
The
Yeah, the
munchie?
muncher.
The munchie.
the munching tactics.
the munchette, the munchie. Oh, yeah, it depends on the munchie.
Muncher,
yeah,
munchie, yeah, gotcha.
yeah, munchie, yeah.
You know,
If
but
you're spending that much time munching, you better write a book. Because there's a lot of secrets you need to be sharing. If that's all you're going to be doing is just straight. You going to be the Rock Lee of munching?
The Rock Lee of munching.
Hey, my anime nerds get it. You got to be.
He's just
the
right
goat.
there, never gets there.
Oh,
That's Rock
fucked
Lee.
up.
That's Rock Lee,
fucked up,
though.
Oh,
He's always
That's
just
all
right there, but
sad.
never really gets there.
sound like womp womp. But I would, I feel like munches. If now to hear what the definition is, let's give them niggas a badge of honor. Because Ice Spice Ice, that nigga a munch. Don't downplay the munch, nigga. Come on, son. He's doing a good deed for you.
badge of honor for what?
Now all the munch niggas ain't gonna want to be munch niggas no more.
But a
But
badge
you
of
know
honor for what?
Is it bad to be called a munch? Because there was a point in time when women said niggas didn't know how to give head. If a nigga is a munch, does that not
Look,
mean he's perfected the craft?
I believe only women can answer that. So next time we have a female on board, we have to ask her like, hey,
He might be the reigning, defending world heavyweight munch of the world.
the munch lord,
The munch lord.
the munch
Wait.
god.
What? Explain that. Why? Why do we need a person on board for what?
Because,
Last person we had on board got a
Oh no. We want problems.
man.
kinda
One problem.
kinda got caught out there yapping.
Oh, man.
The streets be talking.
Oh,
Streets
man.
be talking.
It's crazy how you even finished that statement. I love our unity right now. I love our one accordness right now.
Oh God.
A lot has transpired, man. Wow.
So much has transpired.
Wow, son. Yeah, now, for anyone listening, don't try to play anybody in the background of your photos, please.
Ooh.
It's not cool.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Whether it be a joke or not, you never know who's in the background of your photos.
Subliminal.
You never know.
Envy.
Just play it safe, y'all. If you got a cute photo, post that cute photo. Just leave it be. Okay.
Safe snaps are great snaps. They better be a safe snap because you don't want that. That's not me in that snap. I don't know.
You tried. I see the Lil Wayne post.
You see, I tried it. Yeah, I tried it.
I feel like the first half was excellent.
It was so, and then it just
The second
tapered
half.
out. It wasn't.
Yeah, it tapered out.
It was off top of the dome. I'll go back to the room. I'm gonna get my scrapbook. I'm gonna write it out. I'm gonna come back next.
Thank
week.
goodness we're not recording or anything. You don't have to workshop.
Not like it
nothing.
counts right now. Not like it counts for anything.
Or anything.
But like anyone's gonna hear this.
The people know where I was going at.
But yeah, it's still cool though. I appreciate it. I appreciate that effort. I do. I know when you bring that refined version,
Crazy
when people love it.
mixtape. The EP coming soon.
EP coming soon.
Big Reese EP. But I'm sorry I cut y'all off. -5 to 5. How are you guys doing this week today?
I would go, I'll say a 2. I think I'm pretty decent.
Okay.
Nothing really changing in my life so far.
I think I'm at a 2 as well. I'm just trying to figure out my time management. I just feel like so much is going on at one time, and I'm like really overwhelmed. No, nothing negative though. Like nothing negative. All positive. It's just like, man, I'm like socially burnt out. And it's just like again and again. It's like showing up, having multiple conversations or important conversations, and it's just like just want to just like be low key for a bit. And it's just like, it's difficult because people expect a certain thing, And it's just like, all right, people are expecting. It's like, all right, cool.
They want the show. You're not ready to be the show right now?
The off season, very few shows go on,
Shows on
year-round.
hiatus.
Yeah.
The show's on
So
hiatus.
you off
on that
Broadway
winter
right now,
break.
what you trying to say?
I need something.
Sometimes you come off, you on Broadway, so now you off Broadway.
The only thing
You in the cut.
Do news reporters have like vacations?
Yeah, it's called the summer.
There's news in the summer, no?
Yeah, but it's not usually as big.
I mean,
Wait,
like-
newspapers out in the summer?
Well, I know Jon Stewart and all those people. That's usually when they take their breaks. And they come back again during September.
Very good.
Well, a newscaster, who fucking cares about newscasters?
I'm just saying, people like all kind of like, I was trying to correlate the shows, right? Because sitcoms, they have their seasons when they're on.
They do.
But like news is like the only thing that's like all year round.
I think most of the cops come back when
Pro
school
wrestling?
comes back.
Most of what?
I think most sitcoms come back when school comes back.
I mean,
Pro
I
wrestling,
haven't watched news in years, man. I hate you.
Jerry. Pro wrestling's 52 weeks a year.
I hear you, but them niggas be out, my nigga. They're like, where's The Rock? Where's Uncle? Me as a child? Where these niggas at?
They be
It's
hurt.
not there.
They be hurt.
Be hurt. But
Vacation hurt.
What are you at, Jerry?
Yeah, I think my two as well. Like again, like I'm overwhelmed, honestly overwhelmed, but it's all good things, you know?
Now, the reason I had to rush that to get where we was at, because the last time on the previous episode, right? That was pre-vacation Jerry. This is post-vacation Jerry.
Like legit.
How was the vacation, my nigga?
The vacation was beautiful, man. Jamaica is beautiful. The people there are beautiful. The vacationers, mad rowdy. The Ryu reggae,
You was calm. You was calm. Come on, I know. I seen you out there. No music. I seen you out there.
Yeah, I danced. I sweated. I danced and all that. So the vacation was lovely. We wanted to go to a resort in order to just like not just worry less. You know, we try to do one vacation where we go to somewhere new and like really be tourists and experience like that lifestyle. And then we do a resort to like just breathe easy.
Did you walk around barefoot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
On the streets?
Oh no.
Then it doesn't count.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
But
boy, I don't even think I've ever seen you wear slides without socks. This is the way talking about bare feet.
In DR, I did burn the fucking shit out of my feet.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Would never do that again.
Yeah, that's constant heat.
But how was the vacation?
It was really good. Like, you know, what I appreciated about Ryu Reggae is like you could be lit if you want to, or you could chill if you want to. Like, I remember we just got there. So our check-in was 3:00, but they let us in at 2, right? But we landed and got to the resort at like 12:45. So that first hour and a half, we were just like walking around, you know, getting a couple of drinks, looking at the beach. Beach was beautiful. It was a nice amount of people there. All that kind of stuff was beautiful. Got into the room, and the room had like to the balcony had noise-proof windows, noise-proof doors, right?
Just in case you bring back a screamer.
So I open up the door, and all I hear is
loud.
All I hear is, "Girl, you working with some ass here? The ass here." I'm like, "Oh, stop this case!" Like bass and all that. So I'm like,
basically, what you're telling me is, I'm going to the Ryu Reggae.
Nah. Go.
2023.
Highly recommend the Ryu. It's a turn up.
Niggas owe me some points from that gun fiasco in Mexico.
Oh god.
Yo, Hans.
Turn up. Nah, I highly recommend it. If you're trying to turn up, it turned out when I opened the slide door, or whatever the case may be, it was actually a foam pool party going on, right? Like, we just got into the room. I'm like, put your bathing suit on, we go to the pool right now. Let's go right now. Got there, foam going all off, people twerking in the pool, and the pool was just like right below ass level, so just twerking on top of water. You've seen that before? It's crazy. But,
you were allowed to look on vacation?
Glance,
did you
not
have
stare.
Sunglasses?
Glance, I forgot my Ray-Bans. I forgot my Ray-Bans. It was crazy.
It happened to me too.
Yeah,
forgot
man.
the glasses.
As soon as I hit the plane, I'm like, damn, I forgot. Before I landed.
The glasses.
Before I landed, I'm like, damn, so I forgot my sunglasses.
The creep bifocals.
So
better go find a CVS.
And then J-Bomb offered me her like unisex sunglasses. I'm like, I can't use your glasses to creep. I can't do that.
Does not exist.
Can't do that.
Unisex things are not really unisex.
It's just male.
They still look fucking feminine. It's not unisex.
She offered it to him like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'll be all right. I'll just.
I won't wear my glasses.
I just do the glance.
Okay,
oh, that's what we're doing.
Question for the pod, for the fans.
Yeah.
Did you guys get propositioned as a couple?
Proposition? What do you mean? Proposition?
Yeah. Did anybody be like, "Oh, you got such a cute couple"? Take us, we
might have to get her here to tell us.
Proposition.
Yeah.
Huh? How did it?
I mean, it wasn't like
blatant.
It wasn't before. We've been through more aggressive situations.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like full blown. Like, yo, they might be fully trying to pull us in.
They trying to.
Like we've been through that situation. But one of the situations that stand out, it was another couple, and me and Joy finished our main dinner, but we wanted to just grab a little something from the buffet, like a cheesecake from the buffet that they
So
had.
they wanted to be the dessert.
They had all intention. Nah.
I'll just say the way the story going.
Nah, but like the wife approached us and just like complimented on like how beautiful we are as a couple and all that stuff. So I'm just like, if the husband was in on it too, then it would have been like a clear proposition. But it was just the wife, so it's like, all right, cool.
She was like, this nigga's gonna sleep at 4.
No, the husband's in on it. He just can't be the one to be over there.
That's the buffer.
The aggressive proposition is when the husband's leading. That's the aggressive one.
Oh, damn.
That sounds like a fight.
2 propositions.
No. So like that's what we've been through in the past. But like in this situation, it was just like real calm. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, I see y'all. Yeah, me. I'm like, all right, cool.
I see y'all.
That's a couple that's been in the game a while. They know which one to send out to reel them in.
Plant the seeds.
You can't send out friggin' Brandon over here. You got to send out Camille.
Can't send out Deshaun.
Plant the seeds. Nah, but like, so for me, my goal for vacation was just to like be tranquil and like a little bit of tranquility lit.
And how did that go? How lit did you get?
So you was tranquility.
Tranquility. You know,
Tranquility.
that's what I was trying to go for. We need to put that on a t-shirt.
Tranquility.
Because that was my goal. I feel like I was successful. The only thing that was lacking, it was hard to find a good hard drink. It was difficult.
That means you weren't tipping.
No, bro. I was.
Did you have a bartender?
Yeah.
You had a steady bartender?
None of them were good, bro. Trust me. I was tipping.
That means your tips weren't good.
My tips were
What made it bad?
the drink. So we had a mini
They
bar.
had a Brugal?
Nah. So all of their alcohol was Jamaican branded alcohol. So they had no Jack.
Ray and nephews.
They didn't have Ray and nephews there. So the only the way you get lit is if you went off and got a bottle and brought it on. So even the mini bar, right? The bottles are labeled as 40%, and I'm putting that into my flask, putting into the drink. Still, not a single day.
You definitely texted me. You was like, yo, when you was out here, did you get lit? I was like, yeah, why? He was like, because I'm not drunk. I was like, okay.
Something like,
I don't know.
Going to the Ryu Reggae.
I mean, go with the Ryu Reggae, but plan accordingly.
Bet you know.
What?
All inclusive.
All inclusive means
Listen,
Nah.
My customer.
It was still worth it, though. It was still
My
worth it.
customer service. I've been, hello. I just went on vacation. I'm very disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed in the service.
This done, Reese, and
I'm outraged.
I was at
I
your.
hit that second.
I was
they
at
think
your.
I'm white.
I was at your property from the dates of 9/22
Facts.
to.
Facts.
Nah,
500 hours. I'm giving military time now.
I was there from
Like,
1700. Nah.
Exactly.
But
Were they having like a liquor shortage in Jamaica? What's going on?
I'm not sure what it was. I really don't know because the bottles were labeled as 40%, even from the mini bar, and nothing was hitting. Nothing was hitting. Red Stripe was actually solid. That was the only thing that I could like rely on.
Buddy.
Did you have the water?
Yeah, I had the water. They had the water on deck, my nigga. Water on
that
deck.
shit- It's really that's what it is. Water. WATER.
Water.
That shit's so good.
Nah, but
What
yeah,
is it?
It's water.
It's water.
Oh.
Say water to make water.
But it says water. It's
But-
so good.
I was out there swimming with the dolphins. That was cool.
Oh, you
Jet
was
skiing.
giving white. You get Caucasian.
Yeah,
You're giving off that name word.
out here chilling with Miguel and
You supposed
and
to be
Alex.
Team Wakanda and you out here swimming with dolphins. This is ridiculous.
They don't have dolphins in Wakanda?
No.
I thought Wakanda was surrounded by water. Ain't got no dolphins over there?
They're under. I mean,
It looked like it was at least peninsula. Anywho. But the thing about it is like when I came back to New York, I was good. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. Got what I need out of vacation. And somewhere within that first night, I'm like working on my schedule and like, bro, like anxiety just hit my chest. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like since then it's like, dang, son, maybe it's just like I just need to just like chill out, figure out how to like pace myself or something like that. But
I think maybe you need more vacations in your life.
I 1,000% agree.
that always makes
Because
sense.
that was the first time we've been on a plane in 3 years.
I mean, you could have came on vacation with
Yeah.
Hans, but you refused to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to be, and I could have actually went to deal with my brother earlier in September as well. But I'm like,
You know, like I said, we're not married. We don't have kids. They don't want to hang with us, Hans. So you come over with us to Europe next year? We're going to Europe for my birthday. You coming?
which country y'all
We're
going
going to Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, we going to Ireland?
Actually,
We're going to
heard
Ireland next year.
Her Ireland was pretty.
We going to Ireland.
You
I
think
love
you keep
me
up with the
some Irish
Irish?
people.
You think you can keep up with
Can
the
I
Irish?
keep up with me is the question.
You gonna go in March?
I'm closing the bar down.
Imagine if we went there for St. Patrick's Day, that'd probably be lit.
That'd be crazy.
We probably lose somebody. Somebody probably won't make it back
Listen,
alive.
I will forego my birthday plans
to go in March.
to go for St. Patrick's.
Hey, bro. Ironclad liver at that point, bro.
They can't fuck with me, all right?
You ever seen that video of homie that put a straw in the Jack's bottle and just like took the full Jack bottle?
Did you
to
see
the
me
head
at my
one sitting?
25th birthday?
I did. I was there.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with the throne?
Yeah.
I heard stories and rumors.
Yeah, watch it. The throne. The champ is here.
It's one thing to like watch someone do that on a video, and then to see someone do it in person, and you're just like, whoa.
Like your esophagus is melted at that point.
But Yo,
Melted esophagus.
I've taken like 6 shots in a row and I felt my bottom like lip give out on like shot 4. To just like take a bottle to the head, like, bro, what is going
I'm not gonna lie. I
on?
took that bottle, had a couple more drinks after that,
Rap. It
and
was
then my
done.
body was like, "Ha, nigga, you thought you had it?" Hit me with the boom, boom.
Shut the fuck down.
Somebody should have been there with the stopwatch. Like, all right, we have 5 minutes. He's still standing.
I don't think too many niggas could have lasted
6:15.
longer than me. Pause.
Nah, I mean, bro, like I know, like
I'm top 5 dead or alive.
This man had a birthday party and he was only there for like 20 minutes.
That's a good party.
only
That's a good party. Remember what the last barbecue?
Yeah.
You know, it was. Come on now.
I wasn't there.
Oh.
I was out here running in the forest with
Womp
white
womp
people.
womp.
I used to add that button in there.
I
y'all.
just read
This
this.
was the SpongeBob joint. But we actually have a topic for today.
We have a topic for today. What
how
is
many
the
minutes?
topic?
We were like 20 minutes
Yo,
in.
we just caught up. We so happy to be back. We just caught up. So we about to get into the topic. We just caught up. It's been so long.
Damn, I keep losing my page. But anyway, I actually got my page back. So the topic for today is success. Success. So we're gonna hit the ground running. It's gonna ask what you got. Like, what's y'all definition personally? What's y'all personal definition of success?
Shit. My personal definition of success? Shit. I don't even know. I think just in general, just being able to, I don't even know. Because like, I feel like there's a difference between black success and white success. So I feel like black success is like when you have that support. When you find like that support with that group who supports you or those people who support you, whether it's popular or not, if you have like a strong following, it's success.
Like your own community. That's
Right.
Like
So
you
like,
build a community.
For this podcast, for me, this podcast is successful.
They have their own community that's built
Right.
up.
So even though like, and you guys told me in the beginning, like, yo, you watching numbers too much, you doing this too much, like you calm down, like it's gonna be all right. We're gonna get there. I never realized how successful it was until people were like, yo, you didn't post an episode this week. What's going on? Yo, I
Checking
want an
in.
episode. Where's the episode at? Like, to me, like people who like the product or like what you're doing or like what you're putting out there is successful to me. If I can gather like a market, if I can get people to enjoy what I'm putting out there, it's successful for me.
I feel like I'm on like the product side. If I could produce something good and like that's my best, I know it's good, before it's recognized, I'm a view that successful. I view what I did success. Like if I have a photo shoot, right? And it's my photo shoot. I'm gonna be if I always say if you're working with a photographer and they're excited about their photos, that means it's fire, you know? So like I feel like on the product side, it's like once I produce my best, I feel like cool. I produced what I planned out. I did what I planned out. It's already successful. But I think that I do get caught up just like I was telling you. Like when I was telling you that, it's like I speak from experience because like there is when you produce something that's excellent, but it's just not recognized yet, right? So I think that's like probably the second side of success for me. Is like the recognition for the quality that I've been putting out, you know? So
Yeah, being recognized for your work and your effort and your drive and your passion.
So I feel like the definition would be producing primarily, secondarily would be the recognition for it.
Mine's is much simpler, but I think it encompasses both of what you guys are speaking to. Like I'm not say always, but something I got towards later in my college life and more of my professional life. I feel like success essentially is doing what you want to do when you want to do it, as long as it makes you happy while doing it. And I feel like you follow that, it can be branched off in multitude of ways. In any type of way that you can see yourself in that success. because I can never really relate to like commonplace success, like having lots of money or lots of fame or notoriety, because that all seems not just fleeting, but like not as important as we think it is. Because you can have all those things and not be happy in doing what you're doing, but you can have a guy that works at Con Ed like 9 to 5 and then goes home to his family and does that 9 to 5 all to the rest of his life until retirement, and he's perfectly happy. So it's just like I can't like how we view success in today's day and age. I'm very disconnected to. That's a lot. I just went way past what you asked me.
No, I think that's dope.
Do you feel like for you, your version of success is more internalized or it's more outwardly? Like, do you pride yourself on your own version of success, or do you feel like if in my heart I feel like I'm successful, or is it like if they view me as successful, then I'm successful?
No, because when I'm at my best, I don't really care about the opinions of others. It's only when I'm not at my best that I internalize the thought of other people. Like, none of that pays any mind when I know I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm being successful in what I'm doing, because it's ingrained in what I said, doing what you want to do when you want to do it and being happy while doing it. If it meets all those things, it doesn't matter what anyone else looking at me views it, whether or not they view it as successful, because my success doesn't agree with what they believe success is. But I like the way I view it because mine can be adapted by anybody. Anybody can have that type of mentality. It's not something that comes with money, comes with fame, comes with notoriety, comes with any of these commonplace things we know what success is nowadays. I feel like what I follow is something anybody can do.
Yeah. Like, I want to piggyback on that because I feel like with the word success, it's going to be applied for so many different types of ways. Because, like, I feel like what Hans is talking about is like a successful mindset. So if you have that kind of mindset with what you commit yourself toward, you're going to be successful. But I feel like, for me, like, I'm goal oriented. So it's just like, all right, cool. In order for me to be like, yo, I did that, that's completed, it's successful, it has to be something that I believe was of excellence for me. And I feel like, there's like areas of our lives, or it's not just all in one thing. Because you could have a successful domestic situation, successful finances, successful emotional health. All these different things could be successful, or opposite, or still pending, whatever the case may be. So it's just like, but I feel like, for me, like the one thing that bothered me about the Hans definition is the idea of happiness, because I feel like happiness itself is like, I can't control my emotions. I can have everything, I could be doing what I love to do and generally love it, but the happiness may not be there for a point in time in my life. You get what I'm saying? So even with that, that emotion, I can't control when I'm happy. I can't control when I'm sad. I'm taking pictures, wedding happening, happiest people ever, drinks flowing, everybody drinking.
But you're not happy.
But me, I'm like, all right, cool, my nigga, happy for y'all.
So you don't necessarily tie your happiness and your success together.
No. Yeah, I feel like for me, I seek more fulfillment more than I seek happiness. Because I feel like, yo, that was hard work. It was worth it. I'm happy with the outcome. It's like, the Black Men Safe Space, the safe space for Black men that we did, right? Like,
You already know what time it's on the YouTube. It's on the Facebook. Oh, it's coming to the YouTube. It's on the Facebook.
It's on the Facebook. For that, that was a lot of like mental preparation, all those kind of things, right? And anxiety, all those kind of things. And then you get to the moment and you're sitting down with the people that you know, that you love, and you have this amazing conversation, and it was worth it. Immediately after, I want nobody to hit me up. Don't talk about it, because right now I'm like, I'm good. It's done. It's a done deal. I'm fulfilled off of that. So for me, that was worth it. The hard work was worth it. That mental wherewithal was worth it. I find that fulfilling. And then niggas were like, oh, you gotta do it again. I'm like, you gotta chill. Can we enjoy this one? Thank you.
You talking about me?
No. Everybody.
I ain't hit you up though.
We do need to do another one, but everybody like, wait, when's part 2? I'm like, can we just enjoy?
Everybody want to be on part 2. Where were you for part 1?
I get gonna push back a little bit. I get what you're saying. I don't know if I explained it very well. I don't feel like happiness is pertained to that moment itself, because you can still feel what you want to feel in that moment, because life is 365 and never stops. But what I meant is like when you're done and you're out of it and you look back on it, what is that feeling you have? If that feeling is not happiness, maybe that's not what you should be doing, because it's not serving you in a purpose. If all you do, if you look back on this occupation and all it does is bring negative energy towards you, then to me, then it's not worth it. But even in it, because everything we do has problems and we always have to get solutions to those problems. When you take a step away, is there happiness when you reflect on those moments? And if you do, then I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
I get what you're saying, but I don't always define I don't believe success is always going to be happy. I feel like some of the things like this podcast is successful in my book, in my mind. I feel like in this environment right now.
I agree with you.
But all of the moments leading up to it weren't always happy moments for me. Like finding the money to do certain things, not happy moments. Like finding the time to even do it, like, 'cause we've been off a little while, not happy, because I want to do it every day, but sometimes you can't. Mm-hmm. So I don't think successfulness and happiness can necessarily be tied together, even though you necessarily do want to tie them together. I want to be happy and successful, but we can't always be both those things. So sometimes to be successful, you have to be angry, upset, mad, and then you can reach happiness once you've achieved a certain goal.
That's what Hans is saying. He's saying once it's all said and done, the picture's painted, you can sit back and be like, yo, I'm happy with the outcome.
You talking about the journey.
Like if you look back at the end, you in your rocking chair, foot up on your leathered sofa in your library of DVDs, because it's the future.
And
you're smoking your hookah and you're sipping on whatever Casamigos of the time and you're watching an old pod episode. Are you happy?
Yeah. I think even
that's my success.
No,
when you look back at the end of everything, all the good, all the bad, are you happy with what you did and how you did it?
I think if we sit down right now and I put the podcast on on the TV right now, and even if we stop it after today and I look at it, I'm happy. It was a success to me.
Then that's how I view success. You view success as the pride you take in your work. Yes. Or the pride. So all right, I get you. But not even just that, but even in the bad of it, when shit is not going the way you want it to go, like when we do an episode and then we try to do it in post and shit doesn't work, or we lose recordings while we're doing it. Like, yes, we're gonna feel angry and we're gonna feel sad, we're gonna feel depressed, and we're gonna feel all these other emotions. But then when you step away from that moment and then you look back on it, what is that underlying feeling that you have, and how does that, I guess, affect what you view success? And to me, if I look back, even in all that issues, I can still come out with it being happy at the end of all that turmoil. I feel like that's successful, instead of coming out keeping what was there and being bitter and stuff about it and letting that fester.
So if we take away, sorry, Jay. Yeah. I got the Glock loaded right now. Hold on. So if we take away the creative side of this podcast right now, we take away the creative side of our visions or our versions of success, because we're talking a lot about creativity things. We're talking about us being creatives, us doing things for the podcast and certain things. If we take away all the creative things, what comes into putting into anything we're doing, photography, acting, theater, what I do for the podcast, if we take away all of that.
Audio engineering.
Right. Yeah, big audio engineer. Anyway, if we take away all of that and we talk strictly about successful things that we feel about our lives, what would be success for you in your life? Like, what part of your life do you feel you're the most successful in?
So I was just about to say that because, with the idea of happiness, right? Like for me, with Hans' decision, I would swap out his definition. I would swap out happiness with fulfillment. Because for me, the most happiest moments of my life, I had absolutely nothing to do with. One of the most happy moments of my life was holding my niece for the first time. You get what I'm saying? So if I think about happiness, I would think about how I was on cloud nine the first time I met my niece. That'll be my definition of happiness. And the older I get, those kind of experiences, those kind of emotions, I find far less and less, you know? So that's why I feel like I would have to substitute it, right? There's nothing I've done where I'm like, that put me on cloud nine. There's nothing like that. Everything, like seeing my mom smile at my wedding and being able to dance with my mom at my wedding, it's not me dancing with her, it's that she was so happy. You get what I'm saying? I might have had a hand in that, but I really had no control over that. Are the things that make me happy. So I'll have to switch out the fulfillment for that. And to answer your question, I feel like for me, like I was saying earlier, like there's different spheres, right? So even for like me thinking about family, right? Me enjoy building that. So even the things that we do before we have kids, the culture that we create between ourselves will impact that. So I have to ask myself, am I successful within my marriage? That matters too. No one else is gonna see that right now. That's not a public thing.
Right.
But I'll have to like, all right, cool. If I was to stand back, would I be fulfilled with what I have contributed? Would I be like, all right, cool, I did my thing here? The same thing when it comes to even the idea of buying a house and saving and all these kind of things, right? These are goals that I want to acquire. And that, you know, is I'm either gonna make that happen or I'm not.
Now you're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make sure you make it happen.
Daggone right. So in different spheres, like even away from the creative side, like, you know, because I guess we think about that first because that affects people around us. You know, it's like, all right, cool. Other people could see that and see it as successful because, you know, it impacts other people. But when it comes to those personal things, it all comes down to what you set out for, what you plan for. Because, you know, just like I was just saying, like if you want to be happy, fulfilled, right? It has to be something that you actually want and desire. Because nobody want to be in their life 20 years from now. I'm like, yo, I don't even know what happened, bro. Life just happened to me. If life happened to you, my nigga, like, you know, as men, I feel like, you know, we feel, all right, cool. We're gonna make certain things happen. These are the things that we want for ourselves, and this we want to see happen. 5 years from now, we're like, yeah, I'm right where I want to be, and that's when it's like that personal idea of success would settle in. The outside people may not know what that would be in 5 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be. 5 years from now, I would love for it to be that I have a toddler, and this toddler is stress-free. 10 years from now, I want to have a child that's in elementary school, and this child doesn't even know what the word bill means.
You'll be all right, because when I have kids, they're going to watch after your kids.
No.
You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
be all right.
like, I just, like, for me, at the very end of the day, one of the biggest things that I will deem as successful for my life is if I could bring someone into this world that can stand on their own 2 feet and have a positive impact on the world. That's
like
it.
that.
So,
what's your definition of success? Like, not your definition, but what would make you feel successful in your life now,
aside
or
from
in
the
your
creatives.
future, aside from being a creative?
Aside from being a creative, I
Got him.
don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Well, I don't have these big lofty goals of being like a parent, or like if it happens, it happens. And if at one point in time, if I want kids, yeah, but like I don't have this lofty goals. Like I want to raise a kid to be a good person. I'd rather just feel like when I leave this world, and if I left it a little bit better than it was before, then I'm happy. But
I think that's
feel like I need
That's
to
your
like
version of
nurture
success.
someone.
I
You
feel
leave
like
in
that's
this
the goal right
world
there.
a better place. When you leave it, is your definition of success.
Because, you know, one thing I hear from Hans all the time, just don't be a crappy person. It's not that hard. Just don't be a crappy. It's what he says all the time.
It's not that hard not to be a shitty person.
But, so,
I'm not special.
so when
I do
Hans,
it all the time, and I don't care about you people.
When Hans 92, we'd be like, yeah, I did it.
Don't
You can
be
do
a
it too.
shitty person.
It's not that hard.
I would not. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I would say, like, out of all the people, like, I don't know, son. If it's like somebody like, first of all, I already know I have kids. I die. Hans get my kids. They going to Hans' crib. They going to Hans' crib because I just know they just not gonna be shitty people. That's all I want. They're not gonna be shitty people. But I would think like my version of success, and I've like culminated it. I've harnessed it. It's just building better relationships. It's just,
That's good.
to me, success is bringing different people around each other who would otherwise never be around each other. To me, that's success.
That's good.
Like,
I
people
that.
look at me and they be like, you hang out with Jerry. Yeah. You hang out with Hans. Yeah. You hang out with Corey. Yeah. You hang out with the other Corey. Yeah. You hang out with all these different people. They're all so different. How do you do it? Because they're all different. I like all different. I like my friends not all being the same people. I feel like, to me, if you can bring different people together,
That's really
that's
good.
successful.
You know, like us as human beings, if you take society away, right? Well, not society, because human beings, right? But if you take everything that society has built, all these cultures and all these things, when you boil it down, all being human is relating to one another, having these connections to one another. So I think it's really, really dope because people don't view it like that. But when you boil it all down, all we're really doing is working in different circles, impacting one another, right? So it's like, it's like the word toxic pops up in my mind just now, right? Because it's like, I would like to believe that toxic is the exact opposite of success, right? Unless you,
I thought failure was.
Yeah.
nah. I feel like I feel like a failure is like the best companion to success, because if you fail, you learn from your failures, right? In order to be successful, right? So
Some people.
I can debate that could be the best companion to success, because if you out here just succeeding, my nigga, like your goals ain't big enough, you know, like you ain't really trying for nothing.
So we don't want success anymore at this point.
We do, but we like, again, I want to be fulfilled. I don't find fulfillment in something that's easy. You get what I'm saying? I don't find fulfillment. Wake up, do it, you know, and go. I don't find fulfillment in that. I find fulfillment in hard work and the results, not just the results.
So do we place too much emphasis on success as a person, as a people, than we do on happiness, fulfillment, the journey?
We put too much emphasis on success and not so much on character. Where honestly, character is the successful part. Like who? Was that Google or was that Siri?
I guess that was my phone. What
Oh,
the fuck?
no.
Shut up, bitch.
Siri don't sound like that.
I'm like, yeah, she sounded foreign. Nah, but I definitely believe that, you know, at the end of the day, like just like you were saying, like with relationships, even the relationship that we have with ourselves, that's all a part of the character. Like the character we are ourselves, our traits, our beliefs, all those kind of things. So there's way more emphasis on success than character, because you have people that are worldly successful, they have the riches, don't know how to treat people, don't know how to just be a decent human being. They don't know that, you know? So I definitely believe that there should be way more emphasis on the character than the success. And nothing better than that than the journey, the difficulties, the ups and downs.
Sorry, I was taking a selfie real quick.
Learning how to, I thought you was taking pictures of us, like the whole situation. Wait, dang.
I was taking a selfie.
Dang.
You gotta send the Snapchats.
It was a good selfie.
All right, so I have a question for you guys. What were your parents' views of success?
Oh, mad simple. Get a government job, get health care, get a 401k, and then retire after 20 years.
And how has that impacted you?
I've strayed so far away from it. I've literally ran away, even though I can probably do one of these cities jobs in my sleep. I feel like part of me just don't want to do that. That's why I'm so hesitant to it.
Like for me, like honestly, I used to make the joke all the time. For my mom, it doesn't matter what I did, as long as I graduated with a degree. I could have did anything along the way. It didn't matter. As long as I graduated, that doesn't matter. So I could have like out here selling drugs that did not matter, as long as I came home with that degree. And that was, like, if you had a degree, it's just, all right, I did my, because, you know, in Haitian culture.
Hold on, Mama Fort Eilis? Fort Tillis, I know.
I'm exaggerating. Like,
I'm about to say. I know she was not out here condoning.
You could have bought a
pushing
degree.
weight.
I would have been exiled if she was
Pushing weight.
I would have been exiled if I was out here moving weight. It
Them
would have been
keys
crazy.
weigh more than you.
It would have been crazy. I ain't mad about that. I'm trying to.
I'm the nigga that be selling drugs.
He calls you tiny.
I ain't mad at that.
I would be.
Nah, but
You were saying like my parents' version of success.
how that impact you as well?
So like we talk, it's difficult because now I gotta break it down. So my aunt's version for success with me is like same thing. You know, get a good job, follow your dreams, be God-fearing man. My dad's version of success, don't end up in jail. Be a leader, not a follower. So I feel like I accomplished all those things. Like their version of success directly correlate to my happiness. Whether how they phrase it in that same way is different than how I phrase it, but that's basically what it is. Like, if you're happy, I'm happy. If you're happy what you're doing, then you're not gonna spend the rest of your 90 years of life living in my fucking house, and you're successful. But like, you know, it's just different in the Black community. I feel like talking about like this, we in the Black community, we have to understand like success has changed over time. So the same things that made your parents successful might not make you successful today. And we have to understand that, and we have to change for the future for that. We have to instill in the youth that what I'm doing right now may be successful, but what we're doing in the future is not going to be successful.
You can't
Because
copy
it
and
was
paste
like,
this.
right. So like, in my parents' generation, it was go to school, go to college, you get a good job, you're successful. And then it changed in our generation, because our generation was like, I don't necessarily have to get that degree to make the same money or better money than someone with a degree to be successful. And then it might change again when we have kids in their generation. So I think as long as you're doing what makes you happy, as long as you can be independent and rely on yourself, as long as you can, you know, not be a burden on anybody, then you're successful.
And so there's a certain level of independence that's attached to the success, right?
I agree.
And I think that's pretty cool because honestly, of course, people can be successful in group, right? But there's a certain level where success comes down to the individual. Because just like, you know, with the definition, right? Whatever, doing what you do to make you happy, right? No one else, you shouldn't rely on anybody else to make you happy. You shouldn't rely on anybody else to make you feel fulfilled. You shouldn't rely on anybody else to ultimately achieve your goal, right? So there has to be like that word of independence, that sense of independence. Because are you really successful if you're out here, if it's totally dependent on someone else? You get what I'm saying? Like if the kids,
There's some drug dealers out here depending on crackheads. They successful.
like I remember Shaq saying like to his kids, like his kids was like, "Oh, we're rich." No, and Shaq was
I'm
like,
rich.
"No, I'm rich. You ain't do nothing yet." And I like that because, you know, if I make it to that financial success, right? You know, if I have millions, like I don't want to have failures as kids that may have way more money. They can never spend the money that they have. But you can still like be financially successful or in a good place and still be a failure at life as a whole. As we discussed, you know, there's different areas of our life, right?
See, now I only disagree with one thing. Like, nah. I disagree. I get bread, everybody getting bread.
But does that make everyone successful?
I don't care.
Yeah,
But so this is the thing, right? So if I get money, if I hit the mega millions, $500 million, $500 million, I hit the mega lotto, $250 after taxes. Everybody in this house right now, everybody underneath this roof right now getting money. You getting money, Hans getting money, Joy getting money, everybody getting money. Only because of the people around me are gonna be successful anyway. I'm not gonna invest in anybody who's not successful.
exactly. Investment.
But I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's my money, not your money. But like the people who are around me, the people I'm surrounded by are already successful in their own ways, whether they realize it or not. I don't hang out or be around people who are not successful.
I agree.
In terms of personality, in terms of mindset, in terms of being there for me as a person. Like success comes in many different ways and forms and shapes. So to me, like you have, like you said, success in relationships, success in certain things. Like all my friendships, all my relationships are successful. Even if I'm not with a girl anymore, it was a successful relationship only because I learned something from that relationship. So I find success in different ways. I'm just saying. You know?
I agree with you. Like if I was to have a kid, like if you're 12 years old talking about we rich, you're only rich if you got a good idea to add to this richness. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna always take, like, I think Shaq was saying, like, he's gonna take care of his kids, but there has to be that sense of like, all right, cool, I have to build, I have to add, I have to do something that would bring some type of difference. Not just, all right, cool, we out here, leeching, you know, because I don't want to have a leech as a child, you know? I mean, to a degree, no matter what, they're going to be leeching. But, you know, once they're of age and have a good idea, I want to be the first person that supports my child.
I already know your kid's going to come to me for money.
Yeah.
My dad not give me no bread. Uncle Don, what's up, yo? Here, take this $200, $300 here. Go ahead, go get some sneakers, son. You good?
Nah, you know my kid's going to be
That's it. That's clean. They can be fly.
Get them that
They better be
300.
flying smart.
Give them that 300 for they could buy their first soundboard.
How you know they could be a DJ?
I'm just saying soundboard. I'm giving that. Soundboard,
DJ.
paint set, culinary set, whatever the case may be. You know, if for Christmas, good by all means. I mean, by all means, I'm buying a new 65-inch TV. By all means,
Listen,
you know what I mean,
I ain't a godparent. I ain't buying shit. No, I'm just kidding.
But what if your child doesn't want any of that? They just want to be a regular ass person.
what's regular? You could be successful being regular too. What's regular? What's the definition of regular?
Being
Hold on.
the greatest
Hold on.
secretary of all time.
If that's the case, then by
Yeah,
all
you
means,
might be the most successful secretary of all time.
don't worry about it.
I hate these words when I'm, success. All right. Success. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Hold on. Because Hans really didn't answer the question.
What?
At what part of your life do you feel like you are the most successful in?
Right now?
Yes, right now. Do you find success in any way in your life? What do you feel like you're successful? What do you feel like
I feel like that's a question all of us can answer. I'm gonna answer after Hans too.
Like right now?
right now?
According to your own definition too.
What do you find the most success in your life?
According to your own definition.
My definition is going to be mad logical. I could throw an axe really well.
I'll take that.
All right, post-apocalyptic Hans, what's up?
I'll take that. The reason being because like he climbed up in the staff as well. Like he shows up early, does whatever he needs to do, goes the extra mile, got the promotion. I like that.
I raised him well.
And he really especially because of that job. Like when you go into that situation. When you go into DMV, most niggas hate their job. You could be a successful DMV clerk, okay? You could do your thing. Because nobody want to be at the DMV. So if you don't want to be there, I don't want to be there. It ain't my job to make me want to be here. It's your job, So
Facts.
So with Hans, he like when he's instructing people how to throw axes, it's like second nature. He loves it. He's like boop boop. We can do this boop boop games and all that kind of stuff. He makes it fun. So I respect that answer.
So on top of you answering that question. After this, I'm going to tell you what I think you guys are the most successful at, in my personal opinion.
Okay, well, let's take turns. So I'm gonna answer the question real quick.
All right.
Let's take turns answering
I'm
and
going
then
to answer the
answering
question.
for each other.
Then I'm going to tell you.
Okay, cool.
All right, go ahead.
So for me, I the thing I take most pride in being successful in is just as Don was saying, being able to put the right people in the right room to hopefully grow one way or another. I know a nice amount of people are doing things, but they need to know other people are doing things. I love building bridges for other people. I love putting people in the same room together. I love seeing when somebody does something with somebody. Like, I love it. I'm like, oh, they connected, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. So honestly, I do love connecting people as well. I love helping people build businesses. I love helping people build their dream to at least the next step or realizing their dream. I just love anybody that has an idea and are willing to make that idea a reality. And I love it. I do find myself successful in helping them realizing that dream into reality.
So I feel like I said it earlier. I feel like the thing I'm most successful at now in this age is bringing all types of different groups together, as like you said, like culminating relationships, bringing people who wouldn't necessarily or normally hang out with each other together, like bringing everybody under one roof, having everybody have fun, doing a certain types of things. That's what I feel like I'm most successful at as a person. Like not judging, not caring what your background is, where you're from, how much money you make. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I feel like I'm most successful at being a good judge of character and bringing people together. I think that you, like you said already, were most successful at bringing people basically together creatives. I think you're understanding. I think you're most successful at not judging.
Appreciate that.
I think that, no doubt. I think that Hans is most successful at similar to the same things, but Hans is definitely more like there, no questions asked. And that takes like somebody like, that takes like a really, really, really different type of person. I say it all the time, is like, if I ever had to bury a body, I'm calling Hans first. Hans gonna be like, what type of shovel you need from Home Depot? he gonna get the shovel and he gonna be out there. He not gonna ask who it is,
Snow,
why you burying
rain.
him.
Yeah.
He don't care. He be out there all day and night. Like, I think Hans is like
supportive.
successful at being supportive and understanding and like being that person who you don't have to explain yourself to. And some people don't understand how important that is, because sometimes in trying to better yourself or trying to open up to people, you need a person who you can sound out ideas to, who you can just bounce stuff off to and not feel like they're going to look at you differently tomorrow. And I think Hans is the most successful at doing that. I could tell him the deepest, darkest, dirtiest secrets in my closet, and tomorrow he gonna look at me like he never heard none of it.
Vault. Yeah.
And I feel like that's what he's the most successful at. I feel like that's, you know, that's key. That's keys. Those keys right there.
All right. So I'm gonna go Hans first. I feel like what Hans is successful at is whatever he's a part of, he makes better. I feel like whatever situation that he steps into, he's never gonna jeopardize it. He's never gonna make it worse. He's never gonna be a burden to the situation. When he steps into it, he adds always. So podcast, recording, photo shoot, whatever I ask him, he adds. He only brings value, never takes away. So I think he's that kind of like refines the supportive aspect. Also feel like he's support, like people like don't understand how important this is. Letting your yes be yes and your no's be no's. Like it, you know, if he says that I'm gonna do something, he does it. Period. Unless something like legit stops him, he would have to like break a couple bones in his body to stop him. But he's just like, all right, cool. 9:30,
almost to a fault. Almost to a fault.
Yeah. Because you don't know if you meet Hans at 9:30, you don't know what happened to this nigga at 9:15, 8:15. This nigga could have went through hell and back, and he might not be talking, but he'll help you out. And then
But if he
a
says
year
yes,
later, be like, yo, son, I was going through it.
That nigga might wade through a crocodile-infested swamp to do what he got.
He was like,
what
yo,
he said
Hans,
he gonna do.
But yo, Hans, what you missing an arm for? Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, dead ass.
We'll talk about it later. Don, I feel like you're what you're successful at is being a thermostat, not a thermometer. So whatever situation that whatever room or atmosphere you step in, it could be a negative situation. You be like, nah, we ain't gonna let that win. We ain't gonna let this whole situation be negative. We're gonna switch it to positive, you know? And I feel like a lot of people are the opposite. A lot of people just reacts to a negative situation and doesn't have the balls to change it. You get what I'm saying? So you'd be like, all right, cool. We ain't gonna let that rock. We're gonna be like, nah, we're gonna let positivity win. And, you know, a lot of people may not understand that. And that may be misunderstood by certain people, but like, I prefer to be with mad thermostats because I don't want nobody conforming to a room that they step in. You get what I'm saying? Because there's an idea called groupthink. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of it.
Yeah.
Those are people that just, all right, cool. This is what we do. Raising our hand. We're not raising our hand. All right, cool. Nah, I want people that's gonna change everything, challenge people to think differently, call people out on BS. Like, you know, if something's BS, something's BS. And it's like, honestly, uphold the standard. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, all right, cool, whatever. Nah. This is what we doing. This is the status quo, you know, and challenge people towards that. Because honestly, I feel like that's what pushes the world forward, you know?
Shit, one of our first real interactions was like that. I think it was Steve's party at the pool hall, and it was heat there.
Yeah.
Joy left, Hans left. I was like, nah, I'm staying. Because niggas not gonna talk to, nah, we not doing that. I'm staying.
Yeah. Yeah, and you do that again and again and again and again and again. Even for like the art studio, bringing me the flowers and situations like that's a thermostat thing right there. It's like that's what we're gonna break that. We're gonna break the narrative right here, right now, and that's thermostat. That's not the thermometer. That's that. You know what I'm saying? You
Not me, the big narrative breaker.
you need people like that. They're like, all right, cool. We changing this. Nah, we can change this. We can change this. It could start with us. We gonna do that. You know, how y'all niggas doing -5? Like we doing that. That's a good idea. We doing that from now on. So I think that's a tremendous success of yours. Like and that's a part of both of you guys. That's a character trait for both of you guys. You know, so because again, you have successful people. They may not be in a successful situation, but they're a successful person. So yeah. So that being,
Hans.
Spread the love.
Just cut him.
Nah, it's our turn.
Nah,
he about to change it. Hold on. Keep that thought in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear what Hans has to say about both of us.
Oh,
Both of us.
so I will start with the man to my left, Jerry. Most successful, you have this weird magnetism to you or charisma, and that you attract everyone to you, and everyone around you just pulsates. Wow, that sounded great.
Pause.
Throbbing.
They all,
you have a throbbing, pulsating
like you have
thing
this,
about you.
You have this weird calming yet happiness about you that just fucking trickles off on people. And like I've never seen people around you not be happy or in a good mood or like fucking bummed out. Like you have like this weird.
So Jerry is the safe space. And the
He literally is like the embodiment of a safe space. Like I've never met a man who can like walk across the street and have like 5 different people come up and say hello to him, and he'll know every single one of them and their names, and just keep it kicking right after that. And you just be like, really? He's like, yeah, it's my people. Like I knew him from way back. I go to church with him on Sundays. Yo, we're on the same football team. It was like, yo, we just walked down the block and you just said hello to 5 different people I've never seen before. And they all just, as soon as they saw you, just started smiling and wanted to come say hello to you. And like that, it's just something about you just makes people feel comfortable and happier. And it's just insane. I've never seen it like that before.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
As he saves the best for last.
Fucking for Don. Don
The
is
best there is. The best there was.
The best
The best there ever will be.
and you joke, but then
All right,
you just
man.
if say it again.
I'm the best there is. The best there was. The best there ever will be.
And
You need a leather jacket now.
say it one more time.
Pink
I'm the
glasses.
best there is. The best there was. And the best there ever will be.
And the crazy thing is that was a slogan before this man even fucking was walking. But yet it embodies so much of what he is as a person or successful. And it's like, this motherfucker has the most unshakable will that I've ever seen ever. There's like no sort of like failure that's going to stop this man from waking up the next day to just put the boots on. Like, all right, somebody gonna go get this money. It's gonna be my bitch ass. So let's go. He started so many things, so many projects, and some of them successful, some of them haven't. But like you would think that would like stop him from trying new things or doing new things or changing his life for the better. No. Every time he's just like, all right, I'm gonna do it better next time. Or all right, maybe I'm not gonna do this, but I learned a lot of stuff. I'm gonna apply that to other shit. And he just does that with everything to the point you're just like, you be feeling sad about yourself, and then you're just like, yo, you get a text from Don, and Don is out here just like at an all-white party twerking on some bitches on Tuesday, and you're just like, how? We were just chilling yesterday, vibing, being all sad and emotional, and he's just out here living his best life. Like, I've never seen an unshakable confidence in a person. Like, you are the walking embodiment of The Rock as a character. Like, don't let you get rich because the outfits are just gonna get way crazy.
Can you imagine Don speaking about himself in the third person?
He could. His name.
The Don says this.
His name allows for him to speak in the third person, and it's not ridiculous. And he chooses not to because he humbles himself to you mere mortals that he walks around. And it's insane. And I swear I'm trying to joke, but that is Don. He makes you confident for no reason. You wouldn't have any confidence any other part in your life until you start hanging out with him. He's like, my jeans ain't that bad. My shirt not that bad. Oh, I can talk to you. Oh, you like me? And it's just from hanging out with him. His confidence rubs off on you, and then you start becoming confident in shit you have no reason to be confident in. You're just like, yeah, that's all.
That's dope. Those roses right there. I think that's a good exercise for niggas to start doing. You know, those roses right there. Those roses that
Drop
matter.
the challenge. What you want to challenge these niggas to do?
Oh damn! I'm not even sure how to put it into words.
Challenge
The successful challenge, I guess you guys could call it. You can tell each other one way that person is successful. You know, I think that should be the challenge. Like, practice that. Do that weekly. Do that monthly, yearly, whatever the case may be. Be like, yo, you're successful. They're successful. Just you're successful in this. Keep doing that, because a lot of people are doing amazing, healthy things. You know, in terms of who they are, and the world doesn't recognize it. You know, the toxicity gets way more attention than the successful character traits do. So I think that should be like, challenge everybody this week. Anytime you're sitting down with somebody for dinner, for drinks, tell that person how they are successful. Tell them, you know.
I'm with it.
Roses. I think that's dope.
October successful challenge.
You know what I mean? I'm here for it. And let us know how it go, you know? Because
OSC.
It's healthy out here.
It is super healthy.
How y'all feeling
It's
on
a healthy
time?
environment.
Can I ask y'all a question? How are we doing on time?
Be good on time.
All right, I'm going to drop a word, and y'all just tell me how y'all feel about this word. Because for me,
Hey, some good old word association.
for me, this word is a synonym for success. For me.
Okay.
Progress. What does that mean for you? What does it look like for you? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Hans.
It's so weird. Progress is... It's hard for me not to relate it as a creative. It's kind of like when you don't feel lost anymore. When you've put enough time and enough work in, and you can remember what you were before, and then you can see what you are now. And even if you're not happy with where you are now, you can know that you were better than what you were before. But it never ends, because it's like, I feel like life is like it's like a game with no level cap. Like, you just keep getting levels. There's no max level that you're gonna finally reach, and then you feel like this is it. Like, growth is just always happening. Hopefully you can't avoid it, and hopefully you grow with it. But it's progress is mad incremental. It's slow.
Well, Hans said something that kind of like right now it was giving Forrest Gump. You know, life
Life's
like a
like
box of
chocolates.
chocolate. You never know what you gonna get. I feel like progress is ever changing. Depending on where you are in your life right now, your progress.
Would you say it's fluid?
Progress is fluid. I would say it. Progress is like water. It's ever changing. Could be a vapor, could be a solid, could be a gas. Progress is ever changing. Like, depending on where you are in your life right now, currently, you may feel like your progress has stagnated. You may feel like your progress is progressing. You may feel like your progress is degressing. To me, progress is, it's funny because like, to me, like, progress is happiness, almost. Like, how happy are you from where you are right now to where you were yesterday? Or how happy do you think you will be in the future? Progress is always ever changing. Progress is a key though, because whether it's negative progress or it's positive progress, you're getting somewhere. So some people, like, negative is negative. Negative already sounds bad. Because, you know, you talk about negativity, it's already bad. Oh, that person's negative. But sometimes negative progress is good progress.
I like that because like we have regression, but you can still progress in a negative situation. Still.
Exactly.
You can still be.
If you go to -1, you got to go back to 0, and you got to get to 1 eventually.
But you're taking them steps. You're
Exactly.
taking them steps. I like that a lot because whatever we're doing, whatever goals we have, we may have these situations that are negative. But people say there's no L's, only lessons. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like, all right, cool. That's a negative situation, but I can still
grow from it, learn from it,
get stronger. Because like honestly, when you work out, what happens to your muscles, right? You legit
they stretch, they break, they rip.
Exactly. That's you're legit breaking down your muscle in order to make it stronger when it rebuilds, right?
I know all about the muscles, the muscles.
So like I love how you said that because I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, but one thing I was thinking about kind of correlates is like ups and downs. Like, it's like you move along the line, but you could go up and down with it, because no matter what the time
and ebbs and flows.
But
yeah, you're welcome. After you cut me off,
I felt like that was a period.
No, it was me taking a breath.
Yeah.
But do your thing, Ken.
So petty.
No,
So
but
petty.
I love the word progress because just as I feel like both of you guys mentioned, is like at some point you should be able to look back and be like, yeah, I wasn't where I was, whatever X amount of time ago, and you can say, all right, cool, I'm in a better place. I always ask, at the end of the year, are you the same person that you was last December? Because if you are, there's a problem. If you ain't, kudos to you, But at the end of the day, I feel like that's progress is a part of life. I feel like as long as you're making progress in one way or another, honestly, you're on the road to success. You're doing your thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever sphere it is, as long as progress is there, I feel like
2 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. I mean, to me, progress is, again, before Jerry cut me off. No.
You owed
That'd
me
be
one.
the light skin, dark skins for me.
I owed you one.
Whoa. Nah, but like progress is ever changing. Again, like you're not always gonna be. So boom, right? For the gamers, for the people who understand PlayStation and Sony, right? You may bust a level up, forget to save.
Memory cards.
You got to start back from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you may find out new loopholes. You may find out new pathways. You may find out new tricks and tips for the game.
You're playing the game
now,
better.
Your progression is way better.
Yeah.
You got farther in the level. Your stats is better. Everything.
Yeah.
Like, negative progress is just as good as positive progress, as long as you make progress.
Agreed.
And on that note, this has been fun. I missed this. We back.
How long has it been?
It's been a month.
It has been
Another month.
Another one.
But like I like to say, we up here every Friday. Dropping that heat. Niggas be in the background judging us. Is it bi-weekly? Tri-weekly? This podcast is pans. It don't matter. It's a pansexual podcast, all right? It goes both ways. Whoa, try ways. It don't even matter.
all the way to get this
Anyway.
podcast whenever you get this podcast.
Go.
Yo, Jerry, take us out, boy.
You guys have been listening to another successful episode of the Sorry We
We
Offended You
Offended You
Potty.
podcast.
Another successful episode. We thank you guys for being with us for the past 26 successful episodes. We see you for the 28th successful episodes. Remember, tell somebody how they're successful, and we catch y'all for the next one. See y'all on YouTube. See y'all on Instagram. See y'all on Spotify, or listen to us on Spotify. Listen to us on Apple. We're on everything. So we'll catch y'all for the 28th.
And as always, there's no Marlon. There's no us without you. There's no you without us. We love y'all. Peace.